As I earlier mentioned that CSS Grids enable the new way of coding your web pages. CSS Grid is a 2D way of visualizing your page into rows and columns. It lets you divide into row and column without using the tables, as well as it also gives you a lot of new features and properties through which you can do a lot of stuff which was not available before. So in this example, I'm going to show you how you can control the layout of your page through grids, how you can divide your page into columns and rows, and obviously there are ways to do it. Like you can use floats also, you can use flexbox also, but in this tutorial I'm going to keep it to the CSS grids only so that you guys can compare it. Okay guys, so this is a small markup in which I have header, left navigation, midsection and a footer. What I want out of it is my header should take the full width and footer also, and then I should have a side and midsection. So the first thing, when you are starting with any example, I'm going to add a very basic CSS on my elements. Want to define any element to behave like a grid, this is the way you should define it. This is grid. So this grid is a new property of display. With grid we have inline grid and subgrid, which we are going to explore in further videos. Now the second thing is my display grid is, now my container is going to behave like grid, but there are no front end changes as you can see. So my second step is how many columns I need. So I want 2 columns, so I'm going to define. So my first column should be of 100 px and the rest should be of like 680 px. We'll keep it like this. As you can see, the moment I define the columns, my whole layout is divided into 2 columns. Now the second thing is how many rows do I need. So I need 3 rows, header, footer and the midsection. So again I'm going to say my first row should be of 50 px, the rest should be of like 300 px, and the footer should be of 50 px. So you can see that my rows are divided. Now the problem here is that you can see this is not at all close as we want, because we want our header and footer should be 100%. So what I can do, I will go into the header and give it 100%, but as you see we are using columns, this will not be the right approach to do. So I'm going to show 2 different ways through which you can achieve the design by using CSS Grid. So the first property which Grid provides us is known as template areas. This property enables us to control the layout of our HTML through the CSS only. So for example, I want my header to be 100%. How many columns do we have? We have 2 columns, so I want to be repeated. Then my midsection should have a side and midsection. And then at the end, I want my footer to be 100%. So as you can see, nothing happening at the front end because I haven't defined the grid areas. So now what I have to do is I have to go in the elements, define the grid areas. And as you can see now, I have my 100% header, I have my left navigation, I have my mid content, and I have my footer also. Now I can also so as you can see now we have our desired layout without floats, without tables, without flexbox. And there is one more property which we can use is to add the gap between these. So this is the one way to achieve this kind of layout. As you can see that this is very handy, this is very useful. You can achieve a lot without doing a lot of code. All you are doing is just declaring the property grid and taking advantage of this. One more thing guys, if I'm going to change the layout from here, so for example now I want my midsection to be the first one, and then I should have my left navigation. As you can see this has been changed, but in the console the markup will remain the same as you have declared. So this is a very pretty neat thing that you can control. You can change the layout through CSS only, but in the DOM it will remain same as you declared. So this is the one way of doing it. In the next video I'm going to explore the second way of achieving the same layout but with different approach. Guys, if you like this video, give thumbs up. If it is useful for you, please subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. If you have any feedback, any comment, anything, please write down in the comment section. Thank you guys.